You have entered the Chronic's Rabbit Hole, and Ellendale, thank you so much for your request. You are bringing someone new down the rabbit hole today by the name of VIIVI, and the song that we are getting into is Aina. This is the official music video for UMK25, and I can't wait to get into it.
Very excited because with UMK25, that means we're getting close to Eurovision. So let's see how much we love this. Let's see how much we love this song. And I know I love you guys and you.
I love you too, honey. And I also love all of you, so I can't wait to have this experience for the very first time with each of you.
EntertheCronic, we hope you are all doing very well. And Ellendale, thank you so much for this request and for an amazing write-up that we're about to go check out. I know you always have so many details, and it's always for some real good reason why we're checking out this song. So let's see. So dear Kyle and Alanna, I'm sure in the back of your minds you could already sense that Eurovision 2025 is approaching. You got that right. But before that, we are in the middle of the national final season right now, which determines the contestants that will represent each country at Eurovision 2025 in Basel, Switzerland. We have already reacted to Cyan Kicks from Finland last year, who participated in UMK, which is the Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu, but unfortunately didn't make it to Eurovision. Cyan Kicks is great. UMK is the Finnish national final, and the wonderful contestant I've picked for you this year is VIIVI with her fairy tale-like ballad, Aina, which is Finnish and translates to always.
Always. Very cool.
Please turn on the English subtitles to get flooded with the emotions VIIVI is evoking in the stellar masterpiece about lifelong partnership and eternal love, as the song is fully in Finnish, my favorite language in the world.
Wow.
One of ours as well now.
Absolutely.
You might know that I'm usually not a regular pop listener, but this overwhelming ballad just blew me away when I watched the video premiere, and I know for a fact that even metalheads all over the world got weak at the knees while listening to this love song from another planet.
Very cool.
Just to imagine the climax of this sentimental magnus opus on the huge Eurovision stage already makes me want to vote for it countlessly, and I urge everyone who has fallen in love with this magical composition to vote for it on February 8th, when the huge UMK live show takes place. It will be announced in the show how many votes each person can cast, and it will very likely be possible to vote from all countries in the world again, just like last year.
Very cool.
So VIIVI is one of Finland's most successful pop stars, and she states, Aina is loaded with such an indescribable emotion that it requires an arena to perform it. I feel like this is the most important song in my career.
Wow.
And the UMK expert jury adds, VIIVI's Aina will certainly be sung and heard at weddings years from now because it is such a fantastic description of lifelong love and partnership. The song is full of beauty and hope. And since we're getting married, that's really cool to hear.
It's very cool to hear. Our wedding's coming up soon. I can't wait. It's exciting.
Aina. Always. Who knew?
The nerd in me absolutely loved that this is a love song called Always. And that's because in Harry Potter, Professor Snape, his final saying that he said when they asked if he still loved Lily Potter was always, to the very end.
Nothing can stop the love of true love, right?
Exactly.
We will always be always.
Always.
Kuinka voisin sua kiittää, lauseet ei siihen tuu riittää. Sun pelkkä katse rauhoittaa, sä toit auringon, kun nauroit. Vaan oisin vuosituhannen voinut yrittää, silti en ois osannut sua piirtää. Kaiken saan, riittää kun suhun nojaan, mut mennä voi menojaan. On kaikki muu tääl vaan lainaa, 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 mut mä lupaan, sun paikka malta ottaa niitä helppoja vaikeita vuosia meidän koteja. Ja aikaa kun nähdään kumpi ensin harmaantuisin vuosituhannen voinut odottaa. Jos oisin tiennyt, et sen päätteeksi mä sut saan. Riittää kun suhun nojaan, mut mennään voi menojaan. On kaikki mukava laina, 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 mut mä lupaan. Sun paikkaa ei vie kukaan, kun lähdet mä tuun mukaan. Mä olen sun kanssa aina, aina, aina. Jos käykin niin, et oo tää mun pidempään, ja hetken on pimeää. Muistan oon sun kanssa aina, aina, aina. Mä oon sun kanssa aina, aina, aina. Ja jos joskus joudut sen päivän näkemään, kun mun päästä muistot häviää, tiedän mun sydämessä, mä olen sun kanssa aina, aina, aina.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I love you, honey. Wow. The line that really stood out for me there was, I could have like 1,000 years, but I couldn't draw you. And that doesn't mean that you don't love the person incredibly and know so much about them. That means that I can't finish the drawing because there's just so much to show and say about you. And I think about when I got to do my vows with you. You know how thorough I am. How am I going to? I don't know how to do it. I don't know what not to say and what to say because there's so much to
so
say. So
much.
all the shading I would want to do with that drawing for you is just, I wouldn't know when to end, and that's beautiful. And when the sun and the moon joined together in that embrace and the warmth of the sun, and then it almost looked like when it went back to her, it was only showing the moon behind her. So I really just felt that warmth of the sun coming to hug her when it was like, I'm always so comforted when I lean on you.
Yeah.
Just everything was beautiful. Imagine this live and seeing this on stage with all that happening. Oh.
And like the eclipse behind her with the sun,
Exactly.
it's gorgeous. It was just perfect imagery for the song. And like even though it was poppy, like even though it's a pop song, it wasn't poppy.
Oh yeah, that felt
Right?
like pure
It
love
felt
and
like
passion.
pure love. It felt like even a metal ballad, like even what you said,
Yeah,
Ellen
yeah.
Dill. This is gonna have metal lovers weak in the knees because it
Headbanging.
had that like that
Aina,
heaviness of it.
Aina. And that's the always part. Even
And that's that always part
Yeah.
because like and I really love that because they brought in that the heaviness into the love song because anyone who's been in a relationship worth being in forever, it's not always easy.
you have to fight for it.
You have to fight for it.
You do.
There are things that have to be mended. There are
Yes.
things that are going to cause conflict. There's, right? So you have to like keep fighting for it. You have to go through those tough times. And it's so beautiful because the song is just, it really encompasses everything that really is a love song. And I love
It
what
does.
the producer, whoever it was, said about how this is going to be a song that's going to be played at weddings all for years to
Oh,
come.
no kidding, right?
Because no kidding,
Yeah.
especially if you speak Finnish
especially
and
in Finland.
you know what what is being said. It
yeah, that
really,
was the UMK jury. The expert
yeah,
jury
the
was saying
expert
that.
jury was
Yeah.
saying that, and so especially if you know the lyrics behind it, but it's so
does add to
impactful.
it.
It really does add. But like I actually just went and I saw my wedding dress again today, which is really exciting because I had to pick it up and bring it to the seamstress and get
Ugh.
it all fitted. So after going through that and having that conversation and everything,
Having the blessing of this
and now
reaction, thanks
having
to
the
Ellendale.
blessing of
Thank
this
you.
reaction, it's like it's really bringing everything to at a really emotional point for me. So um, this is such a beautiful song.
And I am emotional. I'm happy because that's the most exciting thing. This is all I've ever wanted. And it's not even about us, about this song, but when you have that ability to say like you felt like you found the always,
Yeah.
it does feel like it's your song. And that's the
It
best part
does.
about the music is it's for everyone while being literally for you. And it felt like this was
Absolutely.
exactly what we needed at this time too. So thank you so much, Ellendale. We do hope that the UMK final for Finland goes great and that VIIVI makes it, because
Yeah, this is
with
amazing.
Aina, that is definitely something I'm gonna come back to. And the one thing before wrapping it fully up, what fully took over you to eventually have the waterworks? Was that just holding it back, or was there something that was said that like triggered it? Was it
So,
the thinking?
I'm gonna be honest. The chorus being always, always, always.
That's
That's
what's hits
always
you.
got to me,
Yeah, yeah.
right? That's something that's always hit me. And then
And in the
also,
Finnish
and
tongue.
in being in Finnish as well, it's just such a beautiful language.
Yeah.
And there's the romance behind this, even like with the lyric that you said, I could know you for 1,000 years, but I still couldn't draw you. It's like
I
when
think it
I
was
when I
something like that.
lean onto you, then that's when all of my worries fall
Full
away
comfort, yeah.
because of that comfort, just
Yeah.
having you by my side. As soon as I see your face, it's like
Yeah.
a breath, like I'm just released. And so like it's the perfect way to describe the emotions that, like you said, when you're trying to write your vows,
Yeah.
because it's so all encompassing of trying to say everything but not knowing how much to say because there's also a time limit.
Yeah.
And
You gotta be
so
practical
you
here.
gotta be
There's kids
practical
around.
here. Right? So when you get to those moments, this song really does allow that emotion to be expressed in such a concise way that we're all able to like get to it. But then on a musical standpoint, not just an emotional standpoint, there's the transitions of where it slows down into the ballad and then gets heavy and speeds up are just so well placed, almost like a heartbeat within the song itself,
Right.
that's also pulling you into it fully. So at 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and this is how long the song or the full video was, I can see why this is going to be such an amazing nomination for Eurovision, because
You didn't need to know what it was saying. It was the
yeah,
feeling of it that was always, and that feeling of always
absolutely.
was over encompassing, where I need to listen to it again to like actually know what happened, because that was all I was hammering on. And what a good execution. Thank you all for spending
Truly.
time with us. And if you did have a good time, hit the like button. And as Ellendale laid out at the very beginning, if you do like this, in February they definitely have some votes.
February 8th.
February 8th. It is hopefully going to be worldwide and everyone can pick their votes then. And subscribe if you are new and you want to see more amazing Enter the Chronic stuff come down the rabbit hole, because we are now exiting the rabbit hole.
Thank you everyone for being here with us. And Ellendale, thank you so much for bringing VIIVI down the rabbit hole with this amazing pop ballad. It was absolutely like to your knees, gorgeous. Peace and love, everyone.
Love you always.
God bless, and bye for now.
You made it to the end of the video. I want to say a special thanks to all of our members who've been supporting us for all of these years. And if you would like to get in a special request or support us, you can with our YouTube, Patreon, or Buy Me a Coffee memberships. Like to support the artist you just heard? Go up here.
Be like Slappy.